Hello, everyone. Sometimes I think that oh, come on, pen, start to work. There we go. Sometimes I think we may overcomplicate some things. So we've got this agent, and here is our agent. And this agent is made up of a whole bunch of things. It has input, right? A user gives input here. Eventually, there is an output. There are tools that the agent uses in order to do its job. It must pull from knowledge, right? Whether that is documents or the internet, right? It has some knowledge in order to act, to answer your query. But the brain of every agent is going to be what? A large, a, a large language model, right? So he is the brain of the agent. Why is that important? Because when you move to create an agent from a pictorial representation to actually doing it, you really have to understand what the single most important facet is. And there's only one, right? No matter what you do, this is just the interface. This is the interface for Copilot Studio. And there's only one thing here that's really super important that you must get right, where you're going to spend 90% of your time tweaking and tuning. All right, so here, this is the ChatGPT logo, and for it can be any. For ours, it will be ChatGPT, right? And here, this is we'll make this the symbol for prompt, because how do you and I interact with this large language model? We don't have access to code. We're not going to change the code. Now, there is some tweaking and tuning we can do, but for the most part, what are we going to do? Right, we're going to prompt engineer, that's an E. We're going to prompt engineer our large language model, in order to return the output that we want. So if we come over here to our interface to Copilot Studio, we've got a name for our tutor. Great. We've got a description. What does your tutor do? We have orchestration. We'll talk about this later. That's important. What's the model? It's GPT-4o, which is the default for all models right now within the Copilot ecosystem. And here looks quite innocuous. Now, obviously, this is very vanilla, so it says that seems not even correct. You are tutor for Copilot. Hell, I can't even speak English. And down here we have some knowledge, right? Here's our knowledge that it's going to pull from. It's going to pull from this website here, right? Here, this is where we're going to spend most of our time. We're going to wordsmith to the best we can the intricacies of our model. In this case, it's going to be GPT 4.0. Okay? And all our instructions, which is why they call instructions, are going to go here. Do this, do that, do more of this, do less of that. When we look at this pictorial representation of an agent, sometimes it gets confusing, especially to those who are new. You need to understand one thing. One thing drives all agents, right? One thing, and that is the large language model. It is already written. So how do you interact and get what you want from the large language model in order to perfect your agent? You must learn the basics of prompt engineering. And not only just prompt engineering, the nuances, that's nuances of the specific model, in our case, GPT 4.0. All right? So if you're being interviewed and someone says, hey, what's the most important aspect of this whole agent thing? You're going to say, it's the large language model. It's this. You're going to say, if you're working in Copilot Studio, what do we need to spend the most time with in order to perfect our model? That is going to be the instructions, right? And these are going to be big and detailed, right? And nuanced, right? There will be some things I teach in the course that are specific to how the model reacts to responses from knowledge sources. For example, now I'm not going to get in. All right. Have a great day. Go sign up for the newsletter. Yeah, I apologize. I may have lost some of you because I'm going to move away from I was going to move away. I was going to become a data curator and just kind of curate the top 4 or 5 articles. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to talk about what's going on in the agent community, but I'm going to do it uh, using my opinion. Okay? Thanks. Have a great day. And on we go to the world of agents.